Hi, this is Gardening on the West Fork, and today you're in my compost bin. We're going to be transferring fresh compost into the wheelbarrow, new compost into where the fresh was, and I'm going to show you my compost pile, and we're going to be putting it into where the pile will decompose for the rest of the summer, and I can start a new pile. That's the cycle of composting. You want to have at least 3 areas for composted, almost composted, and composting. But let me show you what we have in the wheelbarrow. This is that beautiful compost right here. It started probably back in 2019, looking like the pile I'll show you. And now I will be using this on my peonies and the plants that need lavender, like boxwoods and things. I have already started transferring the compost that was beside the big pile that we're going to be moving this morning, and it was right here. And moving it to the side. You want to have 3 spots that you can move your compost to so it can be worked perfectly. So I have about a 3x3 spot, and this is full of nice compost. And so I'm going to continue to move this just like that. Make room for the new. Sometimes you will find an eggshell that hasn't completely composted, or a stick, or some paper. I don't worry about that stuff because it will compost even in the hole. I don't worry about those things in my garden because if it's this well composted already, it's pretty much going to finish itself in the hole. All right, that looks pretty good. So the next thing we're going to do with my fork is you're going to just start layering this onto where your original pile was. You can see I've cut all those grasses into smaller pieces. You can see eggs. You can see ferns. Those are the autumn ferns that I leave on through the winter, and now I've cut them off just recently so that the sun and air can get to them, and they'll flourish right back. And they're so beautiful. They get that beautiful copper color. It took me a couple years to realize the autumn ferns can stand the sun. I didn't know why they weren't getting that color. They needed to come out. So here we go. You can see underneath, you can see leaves. This is just one of those spring projects. And I think I mentioned we do shred our paper and we put it in here. And underneath you can see it's starting to compost. But not much. I know it's hard to believe. You can see bananas. Eggs, the paper. Anyhow, I will continue to do that. Not on camera, because that's kind of boring. But I want to mention, and if I haven't already, the materials you compost are your kitchen waste, eggs, apples, coffee grinds. You can use sawdust, but not treated lumber like I've just been doing the steps. We don't use the treated lumber for those. You can use the manures, but I've mentioned you don't use your cat or dog manure. You can use all of your vegetable scraps. If you're growing a garden, put all your garden scraps on that. I've never used any chemicals, not chemicals, but fertilizers to help speed up the process, but you can. But the biggest thing is water, if it's too dry, stirring it, and you don't necessarily have to turn it. You can just take your fork in here and do a little like rotation around, and that will help aerate. It's all about aeration. I do find that I'd rather turn it if I can. And so then in the new spot, I will not put any more food waste or grass clippings on this pile, which I'm turning right now. This is done. This is all I'm going to put on there. And I will show you by the end of season that it will look just like this pile right here that I've just transferred. And you will be able to use your compost. It looks just like this in your planting holes and around your plants for nourishment. So anyhow, it's a great day. Take a walk around your garden space. See if you have a little spot that's not a focal point, and get out there and start composting. Thanks. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.